Whoa, be more for real. He is in here, man. Be more for real. Be more for real. Be more for real. My son already in the chat. He said, "What's up, y'all?" And Dad, man, what's up? What's up? What's up? Be more for real. We off to a later start than usual, but we are still here. We have still arrived on the set, man. This Be More for Real. I am your co-host, OMG Danny, and Uncle Wayne will be with us shortly. But we have a very, very special guest tonight, man. My man's Dope the Poet. Let's go ahead and clap it up real quick, man. We here.
Appreciate you for having me, King.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, first of all, we appreciate you for joining the set, man. Through all the technical difficulties, this is one of the first times that we really had experienced what we was experiencing today. But nonetheless, we still here, and we appreciate all of our streamers, all of our viewers, all of our subscribers. If this is your first time locking in with us, man, make sure you tap that subscribe button. Make sure you go ahead and like the live stream, and also spam them comments too. It helps us grow. It helps us grow. We're gonna go
For
ahead and
sure.
clap it up for sure. Dope
Yes,
the poet.
sir.
Dope the poet, man. First of
Yes,
all, let's just
sir.
get into it. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
I actually prefer just dope,
Just
but
dope.
that's my IG handle. I heard it was another dope the poet, but mine's THA the poet. If y'all want to follow me, it's DOPE THAPOET.
For real,
Yeah.
just like that. And tell us a little bit about yourself. You know what I'm saying? How did you come to, a young man not knowing nothing from a baby to, basically doing the way you are now, doing what you're doing the way you are now?
Oh man, you want to take it all the way back? Let me
All the way
see.
back.
When I was 7 years old, my mother told me that I was a prophet, and she named me Daniel for a reason, and that the spirit told her to name me Daniel. So
Right.
I used to go by Daniel from the Lion's Den,
Mm.
formerly known as that was my first stage name actually when I was 13. So uh, yeah, changed to Dope more recently. It actually stands for Discovering Our Pain Everywhere. So it's an
Say that one more
acronym.
time, a little bit louder so the people can hear you.
It stands for Discovering Our Pain Everywhere. And
Dope.
on IG, my little bio should say pain is poetry. So I believe that the things that we go through in our life, some of the most traumatic things, um, we if we do it right, we are able to transform those traumatic experiences into beautiful pieces of artwork. Poetry being one of them. That's just one of my mediums that I choose to express myself through. I'm also a freelance photographer. Dope the shooter, dope the poet. I write jokes, dope the comedian, dope got jokes. Uh, yeah, I just love creative writing. I always did back in Lamel. Lamel ain't even Lamel no more, but I went to Lamel Middle School. That's where,
Yeah.
yeah, I actually knew Lil Scooter too. Rest in peace, Lil Scooter. Yeah, so that's where I actually first picked up the pen. At 13, my language arts teacher, Miss Reed, God rest her soul, she was amazing. She had this rule to say, "Show, don't tell."
For real.
Show, do not tell. And I stick by that, and so I just honed in on my craft a little bit more as I got into high school. I actually got into poetry my senior year, doing spoken word for them. Yeah, so
We gonna go ahead and clap it up real quick. We gotta get you in the zone real quick. Hey, we got another comment. It's actually my son Devin, man. My son Devin said that's a nice meaning to your name. So tell him again, what is the meaning of dope? Tell us again, one more time.
discovering our pain everywhere.
Discovering our pain everywhere. That is, man, that in itself is a mouthful. You feel what I'm saying? And that's like
Yes.
4 words. That in itself and it's a mouthful. So what pain did you discover that made you even come up with the title or the name to begin with?
Sheesh, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. Got a lot of pain. I feel like, like a lot of us black men growing up in Baltimore City. Yeah, bro, it's shit. It's like a pressure point. Pick one. Just whatever one I choose to, talk about at that time with my poetry is just where I'm at. Um, yeah, so I just feel like poetry is the best outlet for me to, release my pain.
That's awesome. We're gonna go ahead and clap that up real quick. We're gonna go ahead and clap that up. Poetry.
Dope also mean, bro, like, coming up in Baltimore, come on now. We born and raised on the west side till I die all day long. My mother and my father were addicted to drugs, just watching, them struggle with addiction and watching my family members struggle with addiction and watching our communities, our people struggle with addiction. Like it was, it was always around me. It was always around me. So, dope also means raw, uncut, straight. That's my style. You feel me? If I could describe it in one word, it's raw.
It's raw. So basically, it's like what you see is what you get. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? Like, you're, for lack of better words, an open book. You understand what I'm saying?
it's
Would that
crazy.
would
I
that would
like to
that
say that.
would that work like that?
That's crazy. I
Does that
do.
make sense?
I actually do say that, bro. We gonna open my book up. I'm actually starting a poetry book this year. It's called Dope, D.O.P.E. So yeah, I'm just getting back on the scene. I've been actually on a hiatus for 10 years. For a lot of reasons. I almost lost my passion for writing. Yeah, we're gonna talk a lot. We gonna
Man, you beat me to it. You say you got a book coming out for poetry. And
yes,
also, look, stay tuned with us. If you stay tuned with us, we have a live poetry performance. Um, he's dynamic. I mean, if you stay with us, stick tuned, you are going to hear from Dope, the poet himself, the finest. Right here on Be More for Real, brought to you by way of Real Explosions. We're gonna clap that up real quick as well, too. So we're gonna go ahead and clap that up. Man, we gotta lift their spirits up, man. Like for real, man. Let's just get into it. We have dope conversations. I spoke to you off camera, you know what I'm
there
saying?
go
Like,
that word again.
everything that was off camera is not to be said on camera, but a lot of
Yes,
things, most of the things that we talked about, definitely should be on camera, man. And
for
people had to
sure.
know about you. So, like through the books, through the poetry, what have you discovered in yourself that then taught you things in life that was valuable that you use every day?
I learned that my spiritual gifts are not my own. I have to share them with the world, which is why I'm back. I took a long break, but God said, "This is the appointed time. This is the appointed season, my son. You have to use your voice. You have to. It's not just for you. A lot of people that I know share similar stories who wouldn't even dare to even talk about it, so I got to speak for them. I discovered that I have a voice, a powerful voice. Like you said, I'm dynamic. People really gravitate to me when I speak, so I have a responsibility, as a public speaker, as a poet, as a writer, as, a black man growing up in Baltimore City. Yeah, I've learned that through my poetry, through my pain. Yes. I also learned that God is real. You hear me?
Amen.
I forgot. Let me give honor to the Most High Power.
For real.
By
We're
way
gonna
of
go
my
ahead and clap that up,
Savior,
by the
by
way.
way of my Savior, Lord and Jesus Christ. Yes, I believe in a higher power. Yes, I believe in Jesus.
We're gonna
I
go ahead
am
and
not
clap that up.
ashamed.
Yep.
My story, the evidence, his miracles is real.
So, I mean, being a poet and everything, you go through your own development as in, learning the game. And so a lot of people that maybe don't know the pressures of going through the game and the lifestyle, like what has that taught you and what have you been through to facilitate this process where you at now?
My dog, you are absolutely right. Like it's a lot of politics. It's a lot of gatekeeping too, you know. We gonna talk about that too. It's a lot of gatekeepers, you know. I'm not on the scene to be seen. I'm here because I have a story to tell and I can't hold it in or it'll kill me. So you got people, I always say, you got people that chase the limelight and chase the light and spotlight. And then you got people who shine the light within themselves. And then it draws the limelight and the spotlight and the cameras to them.
All right, so what you mean by that? You got people that basically where the stars align and the light line up for them, and then what?
And then you got people who want to be stars so bad that they'll do anything and they'll say anything. They'll be anything, you know,
To be in that limelight.
just to be in that spotlight.
That sound like a sellout to me, but we gonna go ahead and clap that up real quick, bro. We about to get into it. Hey, look, we about to trust me. We gonna have a real conversation by the end of this thread. We gonna have a real conversation by the end of this live, and also we gonna have a live performance by Dope the Poet himself. We got a comment from Big Dog Dion in the building. He said, "Dope the Goat." Yo, we gonna go ahead and clap it up, man. We appreciate you. You say dope the goat, man. You got some people that follow you, man, already. That's tuning in, and it's crazy. We got the viewers on Instagram; they can't see them. By the way, if you guys are on Instagram,
What's up, gang?
if you guys on Instagram,
Shout
go
out to
head over
y'all.
to the
Shout out to
YouTube.
y'all.
Go ahead over to the YouTube. First of all, subscribe. And spam them comments. Let them know any questions that you have to ask for him and everything like that. And
Yes.
and do it
Open
on
book.
YouTube, man.
Open
We're going
book.
on YouTube. We appreciate all of our
I
Instagram
promise.
viewers, all of our Facebook viewers, but we on YouTube live for real. Be more for real. Brought to you by way of Real Explosion.
Sir.
So now
You asked one thing real quick. You said, what have I been through? So let's get into it real
let's
quick.
get into it. Go ahead. You got it.
So I used to be on the poetry team representing for Baltimore. It was changed. The name was changed a lot of times. First started out as Poetry for the People under a woman by the name of Olu Butterfly Woods.
What's her name again?
Olu Butterfly Woods.
Shout out Olu.
Shout out to Olu. You showed me how to pimp a butterfly.
Shout out Olu. We're gonna clap it up for her real
You
quick.
showed me how to pimp a butterfly.
And tell us what that means, first of all, because that sounds crazy. How to pimp a butterfly.
She showed me how to pimp a butterfly. So the reason why I stopped writing is because I was published in poetry books. I did a lot of things for Poetry for the People and Do More Poetry, DEW, Do More Poetry. Speaking of that, that stands for Devlin E. Waddell. He was an editor, he was a writer, and a mentor of mine back in 2010, 11. So that organization was started by him, DEW, and he is actually no longer a part of it, a member of it anymore because of what happened to me, my brothers and sisters whose names I'm not going to say right now, and whose voices have been shunned for years.
Wow.
But I'm going to speak for them because God, that's what God put me here to do. That's what He told me to do, and that's why I'm back. And we're not gonna forget about our stories. We not forgotten. You know, I was a part of the first Baltimore City Youth Poetry Team, BCYPT, Do More Poetry Team, and I got published in the book Welcome to Tubman City, which is on Amazon right now, probably a bestseller. And I ain't received no royalty checks or none of that for that, me or my brothers and sisters. So
Hold up. So you were in a poetry book that was published,
yes,
and the book is available on Amazon,
yes,
but you have received no royalties from
no
it.
royalty checks, none of that, no credits, none of that. Me or my brothers or my sisters, man. Like, yeah, black exploitation at its finest. So shout out to Olu again for showing me how to pimp a butterfly. Kenneth, Shout out to you too, Kenneth Something Now. Slangston Hughes. Shout out to you too. They know who they are. You know,
And we're gonna go
I've
ahead
been
and clap
silent
them
for
up
a long
too.
time. I wasn't going to say nothing, but shout out to Jacob Mayberry too.
One more time.
That's my son.
Oh
That's my
God!
son. That's
You
my
said that.
son.
Hey, look. I was gonna ask you,
That's my
Jacob.
youngest son. That's my youngest son. He
I,
wants slam against me too.
yeah.
He wants slam against
I was gonna
me.
ask you about Jacob. I seen a picture with you and Jacob, right? And I
Yeah.
grew up with him. His stage name is Black Chakra. For
Black.
those that don't know, I'm gonna just say Black Chakra,
Yeah,
and
you say that.
you
Well
know,
known, well known. Shout
well
out, shout
known,
out.
well known. You know what I'm saying? So
He doing his
tell
thing.
me,
He doing
tell
his
us
thing
about
right
that.
now.
I was gonna ask you about Black
I ain't
Chakra,
no hating
man. You
ass
beat me
nigga,
to
bro.
it.
I ain't no hater,
You
bro.
beat me to it,
He
man.
doing this big thing right now, So Black Chakra, he wasn't, Jacob, he wasn't even on the scene at the time when I was on the scene. I'm one of the pioneers of the Baltimore City Youth Poetry Team. It was youth led. We went through Youth as Resources to write grants. I was a grant writer back then, writing grants to keep our poetry movement going before we could pack an event, before people was catching all of these super dope ass lines and bars. And I'm proud of the Baltimore poetry scene right now too. Shout out to that. Came
Shout
a
out.
long way, but I was there when there was only 2, 3 people in the crowd, and the budget wasn't there. And we passing hats around for money to keep the team rolling, and we selling shirts and doing spitting poems on subways on school nights, and was really struggling and getting money for the organization, and for the organization to tell us ain't no more money, and you know stuff like
man,
that.
shout out
Just
to
a
that.
few things like that. Why I stopped writing, I almost let these people steal my passion for writing. You feel me? And Black Chakra now, he came, on the scene, and I was supposed to be the poetry coach. I was supposed to be on the adult team right now too.
Right.
But the people felt like I wasn't dedicated to my poetry enough. Shout out to Kenneth. That's who said it. He said something to me a long time ago. I ain't get it, and it hurt me a lot. It did. How can I not be dedicated to my poetry enough? And I'm really writing about my life.
Right.
Because I'm not out here pumping 6 to 10 poems every month for an image or for the poetry team. He told me I wasn't dedicated to my poetry enough. I didn't even feel comfortable sharing my story, my real stories with them type people, because I was unsure if they could handle it. And it just goes to show I'm glad that I didn't, because they don't really even know me, because I didn't really get a chance to be vulnerable with them, because when I was, look at what happened. They took from me.
Right.
Black Chakra, he stole my whole style. You feel me? Like, they pushed him in my spot and made him the coach. You feel me? All because I wasn't dedicated to my poetry enough. He was writing. Shout out to bro, because he consistent with that shit. You feel me? He used to throw pens at my feet like roses. You feel me? And then, he idolized me so much that he wanted to become me. I don't want to be nobody idol. I'm happy that I can inspire you, bro. That I can inspire you. You feel me? But I'm back now, so
Right.
I know you
right.
wanted rec. You wanted to see me. You wanted to test your pen and see if you better than your father. But I mean, we're gonna get to it. Who
He
would I
said
be
that's his son. Shots
if I
fired.
did not accept his challenge? Because I pulled up on him, because I dropped my SmackDown piece that I did at the showcase. Shout out to Big Dog, ENT,
Shout out Big
Dog
Dogs.
Pack.
Shout out Dion, man.
Shout out Dion, bro, for having me. Shout out to Keno Rashad for, that's Black Chakra Homeboy too, but he's still my dog. Shout out to Keno for throwing me the alley-oop. I didn't even know about this shit. I won the showcase. Humbly, I thank y'all for everybody who, accepted and heard every line and made me win, because I wouldn't have won if y'all wasn't reacting to that shit like that. You feel me? Like, real talk, man.
Shout out, man. Shout
out to everybody who graced that stage and who I graced that stage with. And I see y'all on the bubble in the future. I still want to work with y'all. Like, God bless y'all and y'all families. Yeah, man. I don't
real.
want y'all to think I'm a villain because I'm coming at the Black Chakra or whatever. Like, nah, bro. Like, it ain't even like that. We supposed to been cool. But, when I came back, I dropped the SmackDown piece, SmackDown versus Raw, that I did.
And is that the piece we're going to hear today?
Yeah, that is. I got that for you. I'm going to lay the SmackDown on y'all tonight, the People's Champ. But anyway, no cocky shit. Lord forgive me, because I'm really not an egotistical person, bro, for real. I'm really beside myself right now. But, I got to do what I got to do.
We can have a conversation about that.
Being People told me I got to talk my shit.
Yeah, you got to be confident, man. It's a difference between being confident and humble and stuff like that. We'll get into words and terminology and stuff like that. First of all, we're going to clap it up for you, first of all and foremost. And then, second of all, Big Dog Dion himself commented and said the poetry scene is definitely strong right now. And he said you definitely showed out in the showcase for sure. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
And
Appreciate you, big dog.
actually, about that showcase too. I actually had the honor of shooting the video of you doing
Oh,
the
that was
poetry
you
thing.
that did
That was
that.
me.
The cross, the
Yes, you know
sideways
me. That
ankle.
was me. That was me.
My dog.
I actually was the cameraman
My
on
dog.
when you did that. When
You
you did
caught
that
that
hit.
John Cena line too. That
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
appreciate you
man.
for that because a lot of
I
people don't catch that one.
man,
That was one of
but
my
to
favorites.
to be more for
My
real,
brother John, my father John. Shout out, my brother
to
John.
be more for real, and K Cosmetics is just hella fires. They saying flames. They saying flames. Appreciate you, K Cosmetics. If this is your first time
That's my bae
viewing,
right there. I love
man,
you,
go ahead,
bae.
like, share, and
That's my bae
subscribe.
right there.
But look, this is a real
Follow
conversation.
her. She a dope cosmetology artist. She's a
Follow
dope,
her. You
dope
see
freelance MUA. I'm telling you.
K Cosmetics. You see the name, man. Go ahead, follow us, and we hope to
Shout
have
out
you
to
on the
Purple
show.
Honey Tees too. I'm wearing Purple Honey Tees. Kevin Johnson on IG. Purple Honey Tees. I'm supporting my brothers.
Purple Honey Tea. Oh, we
Purple
love it,
Honey
man.
Tees.
Shout out to all the brands, man. Shout out
Shout
everybody
out to
that you
La
can shout out.
Familia. I work there. That's where I met my brother at. I work at Soundstage. You know, you catch me at there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm gonna be at the poetry party later.
K Cosmetics said, "Love you, babe." Come on, man. We're gonna shout it out. We're gonna clap that up.
I appreciate y'all. Ain't nothing like having a woman in your corner that really supports you and follow your dreams. I
For
lost
sure.
a lot of women.
Before we move on though, I
Go ahead.
wanted to speak on the Black Chakra because that's my man's though.
Back to you, Black.
I
That's your
grew I
dog.
grew
That's
up
your
with
dog.
Black. Yeah, I grew up with Black
Respectfully.
Chakra. You know what I'm saying? On the same block. He's older than I am.
Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob. I know him by Jacob. You know, first and last name. I know him when him and his brother was wrestling in the yard doing like some WWE stuff
Right,
for
and that's funny.
all
You
the
say
kids
that
in the neighborhood.
because I didn't know he had a wrestling piece, so that's how this thing started.
Yeah.
Because I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. Let me say that first, and I've been through a lot, as I just shared, with people stealing my shit and stealing my voice and my style and everything else. So when I seen that he had a little piece about wrestling, and I seen that he had hell of the lines that I had in my shit, I straight called him out on IG. I'm a man about mine. I pulled up on him like, bro, what's up with that? He like, nah, bro, I've been had this and that. And then he posted some videos that show he had wrestling Boston back in the day. And I remember he had a wrestling piece back in the day too. And I was like, why you ain't spit that shit? You ain't had to go revamp and say the gold dust and my shit. And you feel me? And tell a story that wasn't really not about you. You know somebody, but I was talking about my mother. So it's a difference. I really did take it personal. This shit is personal to me. That's a personal story. And I had people steal from me multiple times. So I was very hurt and angry. You feel me?
Right.
So that's where that started at, but we had a talk. I ain't gonna get too much in that. We had a talk. I didn't want to talk, but we talked.
Right.
He made it very clear that that's all he wanted to do was talk.
Right.
But yeah, I had to give him the people's eyebrow. What? Anyway, yeah, bro.
Man,
He actually said he
it's
wanted.
BMore for real.
know it.
Look, we appreciate first of all the honesty and the transparency. Like for real,
Real talk.
we appreciate the honesty and
BMore for
transparency.
real.
And look, we're gonna have a conversation because, like I said, yo, Jacob, I grew up with him. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That's my man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm a defend him publicly. You feel what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for
Just
sure.
like you
As you
defending yourself
should.
publicly.
I wouldn't expect you
feel what
to
I'm
do
saying?
nothing. You wouldn't even be a real nigga if
Yeah,
you didn't do that.
you feel me? It's
dog.
BMore for real. You know,
feel
I'm
me?
gonna
That's your
stand
dog.
on
You
that.
supposed to ride with your dog. If he right or wrong, you
But
feel me? You slide for your
We
dog.
love the rivalry. Maybe to push you to be better, to push him to be better.
Oh, it
and-
will.
and-
I'm
and-
gonna
and make
definitely
a
push
dope
him to be
competition.
better. Definitely push him to be better. This gonna make me better too. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's gonna make me better. I'm gonna challenge myself to be better than the old me.
For real,
You feel
for real.
me?
Be more for
better
real.
than the old me. That's what it really is
We gonna
about.
clap
I
that
really
up.
don't see no competition. Ain't even about that.
We gonna clap
I
that
never
up.
liked the slam anyway. You feel me? He probably tell you that. I never really liked the slam, bro. I like poetry for the people, like my old team, like doing showcases. That shit. The showcase was amazing. I don't think I would have got that type of reaction to the slam. I don't know. Maybe I don't know, but I love doing poetry for the actual people, bro, and getting off that stage and meeting people and talking to people and sharing and talking real. Like,
For
it's
real.
not even about just being up there.
First of all, hold on one minute. We got a comment. We say real rap, man, real rap round table with Ren, man. He in the building. Real rap round table. They say just checking in. We gonna go ahead and clap it up for them. We got the comments, we got the viewers coming in. K Cosmetic said facts. She said you spitting facts, man,
All
and you
facts.
already know it's a fax machine. It's gonna keep beeping. But look, it's that's all we do is be more for real. We can only do that by stating facts. You know what I'm saying? And be
Facts.
honest and transparent.
Facts.
And you know that the whole thing about what you're talking about with Jacob is I think it could be a good competition. You know what I'm saying?
I
And I
think it
think
will be. It's
I
gonna be
think
fire.
I think it will
It's
be
gonna be called
brilliant.
SummerSlam. I'm naming it.
I think
SummerSlam. He was supposed to call me. We setting it up. We setting his funeral up. His
I think
death
that's an
date.
underrated.
His death date. We setting it up.
Look, I think that's an underrated thing that you're doing real quick.
I love wrestling too. You feel me? I literally grew up watching that shit, and my mother was literally in the other room getting high as a bitch. That's why I wrote that. You feel what I'm saying?
I look, I see where y'all going with this, and see, look
So
now,
yeah.
now
SummerSlam.
I'm not saying this what y'all doing, right?
SummerSlam. No holds barred.
I'm not saying this what y'all doing, right?
That's what's gonna be
With the
called.
SummerSlam, I'm not saying that this what y'all doing.
Right.
But what I'm saying is this may be the future of poetry as well too. When you could battle
Ooh.
through poetry, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and battle through stanzas. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now that's a whole nother beast.
Scrap through
That's a whole
stanzas.
nother level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And maybe we can help you facilitate that process since you brought that idea up.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
we are going.
We can help facilitate that process of the battle of poets. You know what I'm saying? And maybe we could bring out some Kendrick Lamar and Drake and whoever else they beefing with type stuff where they bring out personal information and then maybe
we gonna talk.
you just match
We are going
wits.
to
You know what I'm
talk,
saying?
bro. Hey, look.
That's something.
I want to do a face off so he can, speaking what you said, we can talk. We can do a face off right here. You right here, me right there, him right there. We can do that. I'm Don King, baby.
And let the people judge.
Yeah, let the people judge.
And let the people decide.
I know I sell a fight too, baby. But I'm gonna back my shit up.
Man, shots fired. This feel like boxing. This feel like I'm watching Javante versus Frank Martin, or you know what I'm saying, Canelo versus
I'm definitely Tank.
Mongolia.
Shout out to my homie because I definitely know Tank personally. You feel me? Back when he was Lil Tank, back in Umar Boxing Gym. You feel me? Shout out to my dog Chief for introducing me to him too.
Shout out.
Rest in peace, Freddie Gray too. That's my dog too. I thank God for knowing all the martyrs and all the heavy hitters. You feel me? Baltimore special.
Show enough.
Special.
You brought a special guest with you, so we got a special guest of a special guest.
You know it.
If you could, special guest, could you
My
grace
dog.
us for a second? Could you grace us for a second, fam?
Yeah,
Man,
my
this guy is
dog.
prolific. Man, the team work is just stupid. It's out this world. And I'm not saying it's dumb. I'm not saying it's crazy. What I'm saying by stupid, you know what I mean. If you know, you know. I mean the network is crazy. We're gonna go ahead and clap it up for my brother just into the scene too. Let's go ahead and ring the doorbell. Yep. And K Cosmetic said, "Yep." She said, "Yes." Let the people judge. But let's go ahead and introduce the special guest of the special guest, which is y'all both one and the same, man. I love how y'all move. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the stream for us for a second.
Well, man, if anybody know me, it's your boy G.O.P.E. As far as on the business tip, is Elijah Jacobs. You heard me? So, writer, director, videographer, musician, ghostwriter, singer, rapper, and creator and writer Baltimore Bandale. You heard me?
That's what this is right here, bro. Said, what you got going on? My bro Gio hired me. I'm a new cast member of Baltimore Bandeo. I'm gonna let my bro talk to y'all about that.
Baltimore Bandeo.
Yes, I'm gonna be playing a character named Tyshawn.
All right, so let's start with that. Baltimore Bandeo. What is Bandeo?
All right, so
Speaking to the mic.
is just like a Mexican. Oh, so Bandeo is just basically like a Mexican or Spanish word for mobs, gang, and or unit.
Gang shit.
Mobs, gang, and or unit. Bandeo is Spanish for
Yes.
mobs, gang, band or unit.
Exactly. I mean, if you think about Baltimore City is based on diversity. I keep on trying to tell people it's not just black people here, it's not just white people here. There's Haitians, there's Spanish people, there's Mexican people, there's Italian people. Like it's actually enriched within culture. In
City
Baltimore
of blocks.
City,
They say it's a city of blocks.
Most definitely, most definitely. You can go straight down to Highland Town right now, and you can see about 5 different flavors in between that from Spanish Town across the bridge. Or you can go to South
Italy,
Baltimore,
Little Italy.
and play. You can play South Baltimore, play West Side Shopping Center. All right, you'll see the same situation all through the tri-state area. That's just how Baltimore is. Right?
Right. So, okay, Baltimore Bandeo. Where can they find this at? First of all, where is it going to be streaming at? When is it going to be streaming?
So Baltimore Bandale, we're gonna be releasing our pilot episode June the 30th. So we're going to be on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube, which is Baltimore Bandale, or you can follow us on Instagram at Baltimore_Bandale, which is BANDAO. Just think about a band, a stack. You feel me? Just think about a band and just add AO at the end. You're AO. You're
Hey yo.
Baltimore shit.
Man, that is some Baltimore stuff. And speaking of Ayo, we had Ayo Boutique on here a couple weeks ago. We're gonna go ahead and clap it out for all, man. Hey yo, Baltimore is in the building, man.
Lit, bro.
Baltimore is in the building and
really
we
the shit.
building.
We the shit.
Baltimore in the building and we building. I noticed one thing is that, you
Building
know,
and
we in the building with the dances, in the building with the poetry, thanks to guys such as D.O.P.E, the poet himself, you know, and the arch nemesis, the arch rival, Black Chopper himself.
God love that.
You know what I'm saying? The
God love
poetry. I mean, the people. I mean, look at how Baltimore is slowly on the rise and coming up. You know what I'm saying? Through the poetry, through the music, through the dance. Slowly, we are developing into another Atlanta or another Los Angeles or another New York City.
That's our response, and that's the whole purpose of the reason why I'm doing everything that I'm doing.
Facts,
you can ask
bro.
anybody that know me. I tell them the whole purpose of everything that I'm doing is no disrespect to any other state, but I do this unapologetically. We do not need to go to Atlanta. We do not need to go to Miami. We do not need to go to California to get this shit lit.
Facts.
We already lit.
New
Baltimore's
York
already lit. Maryland has been lit. We have
50
enough
need to
money
come
and
holler at
resources
us.
to do anything
50
that we
come
need
holler
to do.
at us.
They watching us. They
And
watching
you know what?
Baltimore right now.
Baltimore actually got ties to the other cities. I mean, like we could
Yeah.
have a major stranglehold. Imagine, like, all right,
We
so
about to.
Baltimore mess with Philly, right?
Yeah.
We Baltimore, Philly mess with each other,
DC,
and
New
DC,
Jersey,
right?
New York,
and
Miami,
New Jersey and Virginia,
Detroit,
right? All the
Detroit.
Chicago,
Virginia,
fuck
right?
with us.
We
already know.
So with this
really
little corridor of talent, and I mean it's a lot of talent. If you think of the talent that came out of here, look at Virginia, right? Look at what's one of the talents? Chris Brown,
Chris
right?
Brown, most definitely.
Chris Brown come out of Virginia. Look at
that Cinco de Mayo. That's
Trey
our
Songz
birthday
too, right?
shit, yeah.
huh? Say again.
Ain't Trey Songz from VA too?
I'm not sure. Trey
Trey
Songz
is too.
from
Trey
VA.
is too.
Okay,
Yeah,
Trey
got a
Songz
couple
from
of
VA.
Clips.
Trey Songz from VA. Look at DC. DC got plenty artists. They got Taraji P. Henson. One thing I didn't
Dave
know
Chappelle.
about Taraji P. Henson as well too, and Dave Chappelle. Taraji P. Henson's grandfather, his name
Matthew
was
Henson.
something. Her grandfather, or great grandfather, he was the one that discovered the North Pole.
Matthew A. Henson. I went there.
Matthew A. Henson.
Matthew Henson.
Yeah,
Blaze
that's the
trail.
school in Baltimore. See, look now.
You already know.
That is history.
Baltimore.
Washington, D.C. Then you got, of course, Philly. Philly actually seemed like they breed boxers, kind of like Mexico. Mexico got a lot of boxing
Shout out to
boxers.
Tank holding it down.
Philly got a lot of
Baltimore.
boxers, a lot of great boxers coming out of there. Boots Ennis and all of them, you know, coming out of the boxing.
Yeah.
And then you got New Jersey, all the people coming out of New Jersey. And then you got Baltimore, the people coming out of Baltimore. And we can't forget about
Yeah.
Delaware as well, too.
Yeah.
We often forget about Delaware, but Delaware is like a suburb kind of sort of Philly. You know what I'm saying? They get the
Okay.
Philly station.
I ain't know that.
They just don't be doing right by Delaware. They just
They don't.
I ain't know Delaware. We love y'all, but they treat
They
y'all
don't.
like a wasteland, yo. They petty as shit. They won't
don't.
put nothing out there with y'all. They petty.
Damn.
But they do business in Delaware because Delaware don't pay
right,
state
that's why
taxes.
they do right on the taxes though.
Yeah.
But they ain't got nothing out there to do. Ain't nothing
Not a
out there.
movie theater.
No, but get in trouble.
We gonna
But
come
look,
out there and do some
if you look
poetry
at
out there in Delaware.
Baltimore too, though, it's not
We'll do
different in
some poetry
Delaware. There's
out there.
nothing else to do with these people that get in trouble, and that's the thing that I fear for our people. You understand what I'm saying? Our people, we often we look at Lil Scooter, right? We talked about Lil Scooter earlier. He was
in
coming out the
peace.
city. Look at how he got killed and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Look at Big Six. Look at President Davo. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty of examples
Facts.
that come straight out the city. Like it's nothing else to do but to get in trouble and to beef with somebody else on another level. Now I understand that beef and drama make money, and that's why I was telling y'all about the poetry. You know what I'm saying? Like we can battle it out on the poetry, but we not about to bang it out with the guns and try to kill each other because we trying to get to the same place.
Of course not. That's respectfully in this
Yeah.
mentality. The reason why I say that was a good of the expression is that these two men are in a position where as though they get to set a what I like to call a precedent. You understand what I'm saying to you? They doing poetry, okay, with an expression of words, but not only expression of words, but putting your emotions into your delivery of words and your expressions. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Now we can get everything that we need to get off our chest because exactly how you describe it. It's like a sparring match. It's like a boxing match. And when I say I wanna go ahead and I want to say who the best. I need to know who the best. I can't wake up and go to sleep tomorrow not knowing who the fuck is the best because they saying it's you, but I know it's me. That's these two men right now. And I ain't never met the other man, but I could already tell from the initial of the energy. You understand what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Get them boys some microphones for real. Let them strap in for real. And let them put their best talents to work. But like you said, ain't no violence that transpire. And that crab in the barrel effect mentality do fuck us up because everybody keep on thinking, and I blame the gatekeepers for only trying to slide in fugazi shit and only allowing people to get in due to the circumstances of who you know, who dick they sucking. No disrespect to your show. I'm just saying, let's just be realistic. It's not real talent that's being presented out here. I just sat out there with you less than before your show started, less than 5-10 minutes.
Right.
And I told you let me hear one song. And I told you, I said off the rip, I just heard a song, and this is no disrespect to Tech or Moose. Like, that song that you just played was harder than any song I heard on even one of their mixtapes.
I ain't hear that.
That's true.
Well, I appreciate it.
That shit was hard.
I appreciate
bro.
it, but I'm gonna remain all praises to the Most High.
Yes,
Lord.
But this is the thing. This is the thing that, and I shook both of these men, and shout out to Moose for real, shout out to Tech for real.
Shout out Moose and Tech.
Shout out the whole Baltimore city and the whole music scene for real. If you know me, GBS the team. You understand what I'm saying?
Shout out Lord Tootie. Shout out all y'all, man.
You understand what I'm saying? If you know me, you know me. You feel me? And the funny thing about it is everybody know me. Squirrel know me. Duke know me. Black Stan know anybody and somebody know me. And the sad part is the reason why you don't know me is because everybody don't want you to know me.
Facts.
But you gonna find me. You gonna see me. You understand what I'm saying? So you cannot hide a diamond. That's one thing about a diamond.
Facts.
You cannot hide a diamond. The only thing you can do is cover it up. And the only thing dummies don't realize with coal, pressure do what? It busts pots or create diamonds.
Right. That coal create diamonds. And it's crystal clear, but that coal is black and sooty.
I come from that, born and raised Baltimore trenches, Freedom Way projects, and then had crackhead.
What Moose say? OTM, man.
Everywhere.
Out
East
the mud.
Baltimore, West Baltimore, Spalding Avenue, 2630 East Oliver Street, 911 Montpelier, 921 Montpelier.
Oh, East to West. Oh, you everywhere.
Chester Street, 420 Chester Street.
Down the hill.
413 North Colleton Avenue, 2813 Orleans Street.
Trenches.
When I say from West Baltimore to East Baltimore, so I am a Baltimore baby.
Trenches.
You understand what I'm saying to you? You can't hide it. God, honestly.
We ain't scared.
We ain't scared. I'm glad I met my brother too. No, we glad I met
this brother, bro.
We gave you a round of applause, but tell us the role you play in this whole scenario.
All right, as far as what the show itself?
As far as the show, as far as what the collaboration with you guys.
Okay, so look, this is my overall thing. Shouts out to all the actors, models, dancers, photographers. So you got Chaos Montana, No Sleep Tiff. You have Cosmo Travels. You also have Jasmine.
The Problem.
You also
the Problem Child.
It's so many John. It's so many of these talents that there are poets. They are poets. They are dancers. Those are musicians. Those are singers. My overall intentions is to build a conglomeracy of all of Baltimore's best talents without any hindrance. Allow all our resources to be placed in one position, where it's though the same way that they do with any. I can't give you all the jewels. But what I will say to you is that the purpose of my movement is to make sure that you cannot miss these people. You cannot miss their talents, and y'all gonna start respecting their music because Baltimore City fluctuate off a popularity contest. It's not really talent, but if you have real talent that you cannot deny and is placed around the world at a spectrum and a high volume, all that hate and shit get pushed to the side. It's irrelevant at this point in time. Now it's the best talent of the best talent is being presented. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to move gatekeepers out the way and get the best of the best talent in Baltimore City.
So to break it down, you basically like an A&R on a underground level, or maybe like let's say on the street level, not mainstream, on the street level. You know what I'm saying? An independent A&R. Or
most definitely. Most definitely. I'm here to guide your whole career, and I ain't here to rob you either.
I love what he just said about gatekeeping. So here's the funny thing. My bro said he destroyed gatekeepers. Nah, we're going to keep the gatekeepers because God said he'll make your enemy your footstool. So the people who standing in front of those doors, in front of them gates, God can remove them and place somebody else that can open that door, open that gate for you. But also, he said he will make your enemy your footstool.
Yeah.
Right.
The same person that's standing in front of your way, Black Chakra, the same person that's standing in front of you or got moved in front of you so you couldn't go ahead, is going to be the same person that's going to have to turn that key and open that goddamn door for you to get through it.
Right.
That's why I'm a slam against. I mean, I didn't want to slam.
I'm
chilling. I was slimming, but look what you about to do for me, dog.
I'm building my
People don't know me. You got 20,000 followers. I just created my little page this year. And look what you about to do. Like, I didn't want to do this. You made me do this. You feel
That's
me?
where the table comes in.
See
at.
that?
That's
Prepare
where
a table for you.
Prepare the table
A
right
table
in front
for you
right in front of who
in
though?
the presence
Your
of
enemies.
your enemies.
That's all I want.
And I was scared
That's
to
all I
speak
want.
on shit at first, but
That's all
nah,
I
bro,
want.
I'm dope, bro.
That's
I
all
gotta
I
speak
want.
on what's
Hey
real.
man, we gotta bring it up, man. We gonna go
bro.
ahead and clap
Fuck
it up.
all
We gonna
that.
go ahead and clap it up. Look,
Fuck
hey,
all that.
hey, we
My IG going
appreciate you,
crazy,
big
yeah,
brother.
cuz.
Let them know where they can follow you at for a second. Let them know where they can follow you at.
me on the gram, GOV_300. Once again, that's GOV_300. And make sure you follow the brand Baltimore Bandeo at Baltimore_Bandeo. That is on IG, and you can just type in Baltimore Bandeo on any YouTube service and pull it right up. You can't miss it. I promise you. June the 30th, season premiere,
Look at
9 p.m. Don't want to miss it. You heard me?
Don't miss
And
that.
we're gonna go ahead and clap it up, man. Don't miss it, man. Man, we
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you for blessing that set, man. Man, for real. A very powerful brother, man. Very powerful. And we're gonna rap after the show. We're gonna rap after the show. Man, Uncle Wayne is in the building. We're gonna go ahead and clap it up, man. Uncle Wayne is in the building. Uncle Wayne is in the building. The conversation really about to get real. Really about to get real. Uncle Wayne, dope the poet, Uncle Wayne.
Just dope.
He said not the poet, just dope.
Hey, look,
Just dope.
I was looking forward to this. You understand? That's why I said I had to make it in here. You know what I mean?
Oh, we from Timon.
We gotta spread that love. Absolutely.
Man,
Tell
Uncle
me,
Wayne, you fly.
What I missed?
You
Fill
fly.
me in on what I missed.
You fly as usual, but let's catch you up to speed, man. This is dope. He's a poet, and just catch him up to speed real quick.
Catch me up to speed.
So we got Baltimore Bandeo coming up, moving backwards. A TV show that I just got casted in by my brother Geo Productions. Thank you.
Shout out Geo.
Absolutely.
We just met not too long ago. Shout out to The Problem for linking us up, but God's people gonna get together. God got an army too.
Yes, sir.
God got an army too. People get it twisted, and we ain't know. But anyway, yeah, that's premiering June 30th. I play a character named Tashawn. Big bro, we got the same name too. My name Daniel.
We got the same name.
Daniel and Daniel.
Yeah,
Okay.
King.
Same
Kings. They say when your name ends in EL, God is with you.
Yep.
Okay.
God is with
Tell
us.
more.
God is with us.
I don't know if you remember or not. When I did meet you that one day, I was asking, do you know what the meaning of the name Daniel means?
Only
The
God is my
definition?
judge.
God is my judge, or only God can
is my
judge
You
you.
judge.
know that very
That's why I
well.
talk like I talk. Because
Without a
people be
doubt.
like, yo, you act like can't nobody tell you nothing.
That's awesome, man. We're gonna go ahead and clap it up, man. We
Look,
go
that's
out to
called
do that.
being blessed, my brother.
God be my judge.
All honor and glory to the Most High Power
And-
by way of Jesus Christ. You missed that too. That's what I got. I'm a God fearing man.
Oh,
People
we're
got
gonna
me
clap it up
twisted. I
again.
ain't-
We're gonna clap it up
I
again.
ain't what you think. We gonna talk to me. You'll find out who I am.
We gonna
what
clap
my
it up
heart is
again.
like. I'm a father of 3 and 1 on the way.
Oh, 3?
One
Wow.
on the way.
How many
Give me
boys?
the
How many
ages.
girls?
Give me
I just had twins last year. I had a girl and a boy.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I have a 9-year-old son.
Congratulations.
Speaking of that, since we really talking heavy, I'm going through some other shit right now because this is what my
Talk to
poetry
us.
about.
Talk to us.
Yeah.
I got
Talk
some
to us.
pieces now about shit I'm going through. It's taking me a minute to write
Right.
because this shit is so fucking heavy, bro. I don't
Right.
just
Right.
pimp my pain out for no reason and push this shit for no reason.
So what's it
I'm really-
about though?
Man, it's called Kidnapped.
Mm.
I haven't seen none of my kids in God knows how long. I'm gonna have to battle for custody soon if my baby mothers don't stop playing with me.
Tell us a little about it. See, listen, we lived through your experience.
My mother orchestrated my son and my twins getting taken away from me not too long ago. Like real shit, bro. And it's fucking me up. But I gotta keep moving. I gotta keep paying these fucking bills. It's hurt me that I can't see my kids right now. I'm going through a lot of shit. I'm writing about it. It's fucking me up. I can't finish when I want to. I would love to. I would love to give y'all some more poems and shit like that. But it take me a while to write my shit. This
Take
shit
time
is
to
real.
build because you gotta
This
make
shit
sure
is
it's proper.
raw,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
I gotta make sure this shit is proper
Yeah.
for y'all. I'm not gonna give y'all
Yeah.
no bullshit. You hear me?
You know what? We appreciate the raw. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to keep it real on camera. See, a lot of times when people get on camera, they want to fake the funk. They want to get up here and tell you like, "Yo, I ain't seen my kids, so I'm struggling." You know what I'm saying? My mental might not be as good as it is,
This
or
mental
as it
health
should
May
be.
shit is
So,
going crazy. I just had my first anxiety attack, bro, on my way to work. Live familiar, bro. I couldn't even get myself together. Shout out to you, Paz, bro, for helping me, bro.
But it
Like,
happens.
for real,
It
bro.
happens
Like, shit.
because it's the build-up.
Yes, I got a
You know?
schizophrenic brother. He called me. I was supposed to see him. I'm the only one that's going to see him. I know my mother and my sister love him, but I'm the only one that's going to go see him. He ain't had no boxes on his ass, no socks on his feet. I'm taking time to go see him, and I gotta schedule an appointment from a certain time, and it can only go from a certain time. It's fucking hard. I gotta pay bills. I gotta do it. It's hard. And he called me, and I was disappointed I couldn't see him. And I'm trying to be okay. I'm driving. Gotta go to work. Gotta DoorDash. Gotta pick up hacks. I got fired. 3 jobs. A lot of shit, bro. And I'm just keeping moving. That shit just hit me like a ton of bricks. You feel me? And I damn near couldn't breathe. I couldn't even get myself together.
and so I mean,
like,
Uncle Wayne, he actually was a counselor as well too.
Yeah,
So,
so-
what kind of advice could you
This is
say
what I'm saying.
about that, Uncle Wayne?
Listen, how you tell life is different. Your struggles are your experiences. That's it. That's how you're going to get your lessons. Everywhere you go, you're going to have to be able to put it down. Everything you've been through.
And that's why I do
You're going to
poetry.
have to be that teacher. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
I would say.
So,
Oh,
go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Are you finished?
Explain better. Listen, what you've been through, you're going to have to explain it to us because there's others going through it, but they're not going to get through it like you.
He ain't miss a beat.
Man, we're gonna go ahead and clap it up.
That's what
We're gonna go ahead and clap it up. But listen,
Uncle Wayne, Uncle Wayne to me now.
I would say this. Look,
Shout out to you too. I heard the campaign go, that way. But
Yeah.
we gonna reshoot
we,
that
we're
later.
gonna talk about
Again.
it. We're gonna talk
It's
about it.
all connected.
Yes, Lord.
We're gonna talk about it. I would say this. When dealing with things, right? A lot of times we cannot be a product of our circumstances. A lot of times people let their circumstances define them, but our circumstances actually don't define us. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't define us. It's like being a product of your own environment.
Yes.
So one thing I would say to you as a man that I have kids too. You know what I'm saying? I have 2 baby mothers as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't stress over the things that we don't have control over. I know it sounds cliche, but that is real instrumental to your sanity. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you're trying to control things that you have no absolute control over,
Talking heavy.
it's going to drive you crazy. You understand what I'm saying? So every time I tell my sons, I tell them all the time, do the right thing, do the right thing. So I got to do the right thing as well. When I talk to them, I got to
Living
lead by
example.
example. So I got to do the right thing. And even though my baby mother may cuss me out and talk bad about me in front of my kids, I'm not going to do that in front of my kids. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'm not going to down talk their mother or downplay their mother or who they is to my kids. I'm not saying that
Double
my kids
G
do that.
salute you.
I'm not saying my
that
kids
shit
or my
hard.
kids' mothers do that. I'm
That
just
shit hard.
speaking generally.
Oh,
You
mine
understand what I'm
do.
saying?
Mine do.
And
mine
I don't
do.
want to. I don't want to bash them. So look,
Me neither. But
we love our baby mothers and we love our kids.
do.
It's like a lot of times they play on the only string they have, which is the kids.
And that's the-
You understand what I'm saying? And that's what hurts us because they know they can hurt us. So if the women that's out there that's listening to this broadcast right now,
Please.
if you have children and baby fathers, understand that the most hurt that you can do to a man that is a father, not just a sperm donor. We're not talking about no sperm donors.
Facts.
We know it's a lot of deadbeat dads. We're talking about
Facts.
fathers. We're talking about dads. To men that are dads, the most instrumental thing to them are their children.
Facts.
So do not use them as collateral
And they do
to
that.
get to
And that's because they-
another man. Because actually, who pays the consequences of children? Go ahead, my brother.
And I just want to say this while you said that, like, bro. Damn, I'm ready to lose my train of thought. Oh my God, you talk heavy, bro. I appreciate you,
Man, the talk get heavy, man. Be more
bro.
for real.
They do it because that's the only reason. That's the only way they can get to you. Like, why not just put me on child support if it was like that? If I wasn't supporting my kids, just go ahead and put me on child support because then you can't dictate whether I see them. I get visitation. You can't. That's why they're not doing that because I take care of my kids. I support my child. So the only way they can hurt me is by taking them away from me. All because I whipped my oldest son ass for throwing his younger brother in the car seat and running off on me, and my mother trying to take him from me, but wanted me to take my twin babies, but wanted to keep my son because that's her favorite. Let's really talk. And turn my son against me in this society where niggas are deadbeats and don't even care about their kids, care about their sons to raise them up to be right. The irony that you would try to take a man from a child, from his child, take a child. We talk about snatching a baby from a woman's arms, but what does it do to a man? We got a lot of hurt. There's no safe spaces for us black men, bro. We need to talk like the brother said. We really need, we got to stop this shit, bro. It's ironic. And I love irony. And that's the funny part. I'm trying to be here and they don't want me to be here because I'm trying to be here. But if I didn't give a fuck, they'd be chasing me all around the mat. Come get your kid, come get your kid, come get your kid.
And that is the unfortunate irony that a lot of the deadbeat dads, the dads that don't want to spend as much time with their kids as possible, they are the ones that get the lenient baby mom.
And my twins mother, she not even putting him on child support.
It's just like that.
They ain't even putting him on it because she don't want to deal with him because he's crazy.
That is such a tough thing to talk about.
This is a great conversation to have. I'm Uncle Wayne being 61.
I'll be back.
So that should tell you before you get into them sexual intercourses with the females, is she a good baby mother?
Yes.
That's what you should think about.
Yes.
And now, those conversations to have.
And so that's what I think about as well. That's what I think about as well. And that's what we can't escape, especially us as parents.
Gotta teach our sons that.
Say it one more
we
time.
Can't do that if we not in their life.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. So look,
teach him from our mistakes.
I
ain't have a father. He died when I was 16 months. Rest in peace to John Sr.
Wow.
And I'm doing something that I wasn't taught to do.
See, that's the knowledge that has to be
I'm
taught.
gonna say something. I'm gonna say something profound, right? And it's simple. Every child deserves a parent, but every parent does not deserve a child. Now, let me tell you.
Clap it up for that.
Let me tell you. All right, we're gonna go ahead and clap it up for that. So, and I'm gonna go ahead and repeat it. Every child deserves parents, but every parent does not deserve a child. And so, a lot of times we put our children in the way, and as I'm gonna say we. I'm not saying that I do this, but I'm gonna say we because I'm susceptible to the same thing being a parent.
My brother.
But
not better.
We as parents, a lot of times we think for ourselves, not knowing that the future is right in front of us. When we go, we gonna leave here, hopefully before they do. You know what I'm saying? So our job is to teach them how to move in the event that we're not here.
Absolutely.
So the fact that we can't do that as fathers, it really hurts us to the core because we know we have our children out there in this dangerous world, and nobody is really gonna love our child like we do. I don't care if you find a husband and he loved them or whatever.
Facts.
It's still nobody better for that parent than their own actual parent, unless their parent is unfit to be a parent. You know what I'm saying?
The father.
Yes, right.
The father.
You want to make?
Yeah, I got one more on the way.
We as black people.
You did?
Shout out to K Cosmo. Yes.
Shout out to K Cosmetics.
Yeah, my soon-to-be wife.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, shout out to the female. We gonna go ahead and clap
She
that
got
up.
baby Z in her belly right now. She 15 weeks old.
Oh, 15 weeks.
Pregnant.
So what you want this time, boy, girl?
I don't care this time because I got 3 now. I got I love my baby girl to death. It's different having a girl. You feel me? I got 2 boys and a girl.
How are you going to do things
girl.
differently on this one? Now you're going to do things differently on this one.
Yes.
See, each time it's a different chance to go around.
Yes,
now, what are you going to do differently on this one? Because remember, this is a fresher start now, right?
Lord. It's a lot of things I'm gonna do differently, but one thing I'm gonna do differently this time is put God first in my relationship.
Oh, we gonna go ahead and clap it up. Let's go ahead and clap it up.
Put God first in my relationship.
Do that one more time.
Me and my lady, we get on our hands and our knees and our face and our forehead. We pray together. And I put her in front of me.
Very need to learn that one.
I put her in front of me.
So my father, he always used to tell me, and it took me a while to get it because of course I was a child, right? And it was a twofold thing. It's a double entendre, just like BMore4Real.
I love double entendre.
It's a double entendre. So he was like, beside a good man, there's a great woman.
Greater woman.
There's a great woman.
Even
so look,
greater.
He said, beside every good man, there's a great woman.
Yes.
So I had to think about it, right? It's a twofold thing. Let me tell you the double entendre about this because this is what I got from it initially. In order to have a good man, it needs to be a great woman behind him. A great woman has to be behind the man to produce a good man. You understand what I'm saying? it has to be a great woman behind just a good man. So in order to produce a great man, it has to be
amazing,
amazing woman behind that. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, doing some things to free him up, to be amazing, like he can do. And then on top of that, right?
Thank you, babe.
This is what I got later on because my father died when I was 18. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really an adult. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. But what I got from it after I was grown, and he already said it too. He was like, look, when God created Adam and Eve, Eve didn't come from the man's foot, so she not below a man. She ain't come from his head, so she not on top of the man. She ain't come from the back, so she not behind the man. She came from his side. Yeah. The woman is right beside you, my brother. So that was the double entendre. The good woman is, the great woman is beside the good man, and then the great woman is always beside you. She's not in back of you. She's not in front of you. She's right there beside you, walking every step along the way. We're gonna go ahead.
So we got to pray side by side now, babe.
That was well said.
Bro, we talking heavy. We got to pray side by side.
Well said.
Yeah,
then when you understand that, that's when you don't get in them heated arguments where you try to destroy them because they said something to get up under your skin.
Yes, Lord.
You realize why they were created, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
To be that one next to you.
But let me tell you something I don't agree with. The vouch for my brother right here and myself, because we are fathers. What I don't agree with is a woman weaponizing feminism. What I don't agree with is with a woman weaponizing motherhood. What I don't agree with is with a woman weaponizing the legal system against a man. Because once you do that, you put the man up against all the odds of doing his job. And then when the kid goes sour and the kid goes bad, it's still on the man. Yep. But it's on the man because you didn't listen to me. So it's incumbent upon a woman to listen for the protection. And if you can't listen to a man, you can't be protected. I tell my sons this all the time, right? Yes. I try not to argue with people. I try to apply what I'm saying in real life, so we're not arguing back and forth. So I say, look, if you got something going on at school, right, you go ahead and tell the teacher, right? The teacher or whatever adult, they don't acknowledge what's going on. You go ahead and handle your business. You can beat them up, whatever. I'm gonna go up to school and I'm gonna tell the school my son did exactly what I told him to do because I know he warned somebody. But guess what? If you don't tell a teacher, you don't warn somebody, I cannot protect you. Once they suspend you and do all that stuff and they call the law enforcement and stuff on you, I can't protect you because you didn't do what I asked of you. And you don't think that it's something much, but look, I can't protect you. Whatever you go through, that's on you.
And that's why I told my son, put your little brother.
They are rules of the house that's set up. That makes all the sense in the world. Those negotiating, that makes sense. Those are not arguments. But today's relationships are not like that.
No, they become arguments because when it's don't put your hands on my son, don't say this to my son. Yes. When it's don't do this, don't take them there, don't do that. That's when you handle, like when you try to put a cap on my fatherhood, when I don't try to put limitations on your motherhood, that's where the conflict. And see, look, I'm a man, I'm not a mother, so I know they have other issues from dads on the other side.
But they want us to whip their ass.
So I don't know.
They do something wrong in their eyes. Right. No, I'm not going to be a pit bull.
Right.
But when I whip my son the Bible says, spare not the rod. He who spares the rod hates his son.
Right.
But he who loves his son is, diligent to discipline him. Something like that. I don't want to paraphrase, but and my mother, she's a Christian. She know that. I whip my son ass for throwing his little brother in the car seat unattended and running off to go be with my mother because she tried to snatch him out of my arms and all that. I told him I'm gonna whip your ass for that.
Right.
And now I got to go to court June 5th because for what? I just found out this bullshit. And they probably want my son to testify against me, more division.
I love how transparent you are.
I don't understand. I'm open book. You said open book, right?
I love how transparent you are.
I'm an open book, bro.
Hey, yo, you a soul brother for real. Like, and we got the same name because that's how we rock, bro. I'm telling you, the heart is on the sleeve. You can feel the emotions when they walk through the room.
My mother probably watching. I don't care, bro.
Brother, you blessed.
I got to be.
But when you get to court, you have to realize
me as a brother,
I was scared to tell the truth. I used to be afraid to tell the truth and speak the truth. Not no more.
Right,
but look, hold up. Let me say this too.
That's real,
because I know I got God on my side.
Let me say this too as a brother, bro.
I know I worship the Most High by way of Jesus Christ. I know I'm not wrong.
There you go. And God is nothing but the truth.
Yes.
And let me say this too, big brother. Let me say this too, good brother. Me being a real brother, I would say this. The Bible say honor your mother and father. It doesn't matter
what.
It don't.
Hold up. I'm How do you all saying that?
Hold on. Let me
What?
finish.
But what
Let me
does the
finish.
Bible say? Say it again.
He said, honor your mother and father.
Honor your what?
Honor and your mother and father, so
Honor
that your
your
days.
what?
Honor your mother and father.
Honor your what?
Honor your mother and
Honor
father.
your what?
I already said it. Where you
Then
going?
you have it wrong. It honors your what?
Honor your mother and father.
Honor your father.
Honor your mother and father.
Honor your
No,
father.
it's a
and your
commandment.
mother.
It's a
No.
commandment. Yeah,
Okay.
your father and your mother.
God the Father.
It's the same thing.
The reason why God said
The
is
father.
honor your father
First.
and your mother.
Well, look, we can substitute that for
No,
parents.
no, you-
Honor your parents.
no.
They say honor your mother and father so that your days will be long
Honor
upon
thy
earth.
father and thy mother.
Right.
He said father
That's a commandment.
first.
That's a commandment. That's
But-
not
but
up for
I'm
debate.
only correcting you because the reason God said honor your father
Right.
and your mother.
Because the Most High is the father.
Right.
I
That's
can
what I
get with
told
that.
my son.
I get-
Listen
I
to your
get with
father.
that.
Don't
I get with
listen
that.
to your grandmother. I
I
birthed you,
get with
son.
that.
It clear.
Like,
God
listen
made
to
it
your
clear, honor thy
father.
father
I can get with that.
and thy
Listen
mother.
to your
I can get with that. Honor thy father, and that's how it
Because
says.
you gonna
it.
need
And-
me.
and-
and
man.
so it
You
is,
gonna need
and
me.
so it is, and I stand corrected.
That's it.
So I would say this. Even though you know you go through things with your mom, you know what I'm saying?
Father and mother.
There you
First,
go.
I had to look it
already
up.
know
Yeah,
it.
thy
Fact
father. He
check,
said it.
fact
I
check.
know.
All facts.
Oh, I know the
Uncle
word,
Wayne.
so I
know
can
it's
see.
in there.
I can
Oh, I
see.
know.
I can see.
Yes.
I know what
But
my
I would
boss is.
I
Make
would
no
say that as a
mistake
big
about it.
brother. I would say that as a big brother, even though you are transparent. You know what I'm saying? And you know, as much
Still
as I
do
want,
that. Still. Oh yeah, you got
as
that.
much as I want to.
You got that. I'm not going to ever
No,
do
as
that.
much as I
Because
really do
God will
wanna
take
talk-
me off of this planet if you don't respect the cycle of life that came before you. I'm not no dummy.
Right.
And it can come in the form of anything. I am not stupid.
And
But my mother won't admit that I'm a prophet, but she told me I was already, but now she's telling me I ain't.
and
But I got
actually-
people like you and people who see me, don't even know me, telling me, and it's hard, but we gonna talk, man. I got something for you. I got some more for you
It's
too, because you
time.
my greatest inspiration.
It's
Your
time,
poem-
Watching
y'all.
you grow up was my
It's
greatest
time, y'all.
inspiration.
Your
I got
poem
more
SmackDown versus
stories.
Raw. I'm
I
glad you
got
went there.
more stories.
I'm glad you went there. Your poem SmackDown versus Raw
It's time
was
for y'all.
inspired.
It's time for y'all to lead.
It-
Ready, set, go. It's time.
Your poem SmackDown versus Raw.
Yeah.
It was inspired by your mom.
Yes.
And I mean, it was a dynamic. It was such. I mean, poetic doesn't give it justice. It's just an understatement. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look at him.
It's so
He said,
surreal.
"Pull it up.
I love
You
wordplay
worked
too. You
out.
know that.
It's
Now
so
you
surreal.
worked it.
I mean,
Brought it on home, didn't he? Bring it
it's
on.
so surreal.
I
I mean,
love
we
wordplay.
having a real conversation. You know, this is Be More for Real. Look, we
for
never,
real.
we are never,
Keep Be
we're
More
never
for
going to
real.
sugarcoat anything. Like I said, this conversation is not for the weak-hearted. We know it's not for everybody. But look, if you've been with us this far, you might as well hit that like button. You might as well drop a couple comments, and you might as well subscribe as well. We got Dope the Poet with the
Dope.
realest conversation really that we've had with any guest. You know what I'm saying? On so far. Let me ask you this: Is this your first podcast?
It's my first podcast, bro,
man.
ever,
Oh,
bro.
Man, that
Ever,
we gonna go ahead and clap it
bro.
up for that.
Get us to break you in. You know what I mean?
We gonna go ahead and clap
Break
it
you
up for
on
that.
it. Be
It
more.
almost didn't happen because
For
the
real.
devil was busy. He didn't want us to be here.
Right.
He shut the Wi-Fi. See, I talk like that. I think like that. People ain't woke like that. You know, it's levels
Right.
to this woke shit. He didn't want us.
Levels
he tried
to
to
it.
disturb what we was
Mhm.
going. He started before we got here. He started when as soon as we put feet out of bed, he rose to stop what we got going on. You feel me? Because we doing something for God's
Absolutely.
kingdom. And anytime we doing something, he extra
There you
busy.
go.
That's why my baby
There
mother's tripping. That's why my mother's tripping. That's why all the turmoil's tripping. My grandmother said he don't send one, baby. He send woes of demons at you. You
Right.
gotta stay prayed up and put on the armor. But it's okay, because y'all gonna help me channel all of this energy I need to bring forth to these people that need to hear this shit. And who going through this shit. Bear with me and I got y'all. Pray for me because I need y'all energy. Like Goku with the spirit bomb to bring forth this shit. I really appreciate y'all. I love y'all, bro. Like, this shit ain't fake to me, bro. This shit ain't y'all.
We can feel, and that's why I was saying, man, first of all, your spirit is infectious. You know what I'm saying?
is.
It's intoxicating. You know what I'm saying?
Massive.
When you come into the room,
Massive.
you know you in the room. You know what I'm saying? You take over the
Appreciate
room
that,
with your
King.
personality. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
So poem fits your personality to a T. You know what I'm saying? A poet is a prophet. You know what I'm saying? A
Yes,
poet
Lord.
declares it, foreclares
Yes,
the
Lord.
word. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people
Life
don't know
and death
there's
in
a
the
whole
power of
book.
the tongue.
There's a whole book full of poetry. It's two of them. One
Yep.
of them is Psalms.
Psalms.
The other one is the
My
Songs
favorite.
of Solomon. You know what I'm saying? The Songs of Solomon, the whole book was written in poetic
Yes.
structure and literature. And like,
Yes.
I mean, Bro.
Shakespeare was one of the people who wrote, helped write
Bro.
the King James version of the Bible. Counts what not see too. You know, he in Proverbs. He got his little name script. Now we ain't gonna talk about it yet.
Man,
But the word is still the word, and God's word will stand through the test of times, no matter who write that shit. The truth don't need no support. That's why everybody know Jesus from here, west to the east, and his kingdom gonna stand.
And Dion said bars.
Yes.
Big dog Dion.
That's Daniel from the Lions didn't talk like that.
Yep. Big dog Dion.
Love it.
Man,
My dog.
like I said, the spirit is infectious. Yo, by the way, yo, shout out to all of our new subscribers and all of that. Yo, we got our sponsor W. They the energy drinks. Enter our BMore4Real code. You get a special discount at checkout for real. BMore4Real, brought to you by way of Real Explosion, man. Shout out W. That is our sponsors for tonight's program. Now, as we continue, you started the poetry thing, right? And you was talking about the Bible. Tell us how much of not even the Bible. Tell us how much of God and the Most High plays a factor.
Everything.
Into
he
what you're
gives
saying.
me what I'm saying to bring forth to y'all. Because when I was writing Smackdown, nigga, I had to put that pen down so many times, running away from him. Like, damn, did I just say that? Did I just write that? I cried so many times. It took me almost 8 years to write Smackdown versus Raw. Real shit.
8 years.
8 years.
Wow.
No bullshit.
Because you got to put all those years of pain into a few sentences. I know what you mean.
So with the Kenneth saying I wasn't dedicated my poetry, if I live my poetry every day, it's poetry in motion. How can I not be when I'm living and I'm breathing and still pressing forward? That's poetry. You feel me? I'm going to see you soon, too. I'm going to talk to you, too.
Man, that is
Langston Hughes, my old poetry coach. I want to talk to you, too. I wish he ain't even stayed to see me spit that shit when I seen him. You feel me? It was going to be cool, but that's why I don't fuck with him no more because, yo, I recorded you. You seen me come back on the scene. You know, he spit his shit. I'm rocking with him. Yeah, hip hop. And then it come time for me to spit. He dipped. He didn't even say bye. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. But it's cool because I was already prepared for shit like that. Y'all already prepared me for shit like that back then.
I'm glad you brought that up. Let's talk about it because I've been an artist as well too on venues, right? And sometimes artists go on the late. They might be the last artist. So
and they'll never stay.
One thing I do notice, you did stay. You did. I would say you stayed all the way until the end, and you came on at like the middle, bro, or like towards the end of the middle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I was gonna stay regardless.
You know what I'm saying? But you stayed throughout.
I always do.
And by the time the show ended, you know what I'm saying, it was like half the people or a quarter of the people there that was there. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big thing when you are an up and coming artist.
Yes.
It's like to go there and perform and just leave, but you want the people that was there to support you.
Follow
it's
me.
Explain a little bit. All right. What you're trying like with everybody.
So when you go to these venues like the open mic night, first of all, as an artist, as a performer, whatever you're doing as a performer, your number one priority is to network.
Yes.
While you're there.
And Dion said something too. He said your first line of support, big dog, is who? The artists.
It's the artists.
The people that you next to. We the first people that's going to support you.
They in your niche. They in your field.
You post to stay rock with them, bro. Shout out to Dion. He talk heavy too, bro.
It's common sense. Shit. Man, shout out Big Dog Dion.
Shout out to
man.
Big Dog.
He always talk heavy.
Too. God let us meet, bro.
Y'all, the certain ones just roll out.
They just dip.
Speaking to the mic.
They just roll out.
They just dip. They drop
so,
shit.
So
like
what if somebody wanted to talk to you about your shit? They can't even talk to you.
Right.
Because
you're
not
personable. You feel
same
me?
thing they did with the Merrill thing. The same thing.
Right. I was going to put that together like how Shirley Dixon did
right.
on that mayor candidate when she
went
and spoke
out, right.
and then she rolled out.
No,
we got it. I mean, if you want to look, we talked about it because he had the mayor forum and we came here and did the live after the forum and we showed a little bit of video when she spoke and then she just left and dipped off the podium and turned the whole thing upside down to shift the atmosphere.
She want to drop the mic and leave.
And y'all got the open mic night, but all y'all there after they finish, they just roll out.
Right. And that's not fair to the artist.
Shit.
Right. That's not fair to the artist.
Stop what you're doing. All y'all people who do that shit. Stop that shit.
I get it.
You got a problem we can talk to.
But let's be more for real. Let's tell them why. Because I'm not one really to tear down bridges without helping rebuild them.
Rebuild it.
So I would say this.
Burn that shit down and build it back up.
You as a right. If I'm giving destructive advice, it's only wise that I give constructive advice.
Constructive on the back end.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm an artist and I'm performing at a venue, first of all, I'm there to network with the people there.
Yes.
So that way we sharing IGs, we doing everything
Makes
like
sense.
how we did, share information, you know what I'm saying? So we can get in contact with each other. It'd have been no way that you'd have been on the show and we would even had this happen
Exactly,
had
if
we
I
not
ain't
had a
stayed.
conversation.
Right.
And
There you go.
And that,
See?
I wouldn't have been
There
working
you
at
go.
Live Familiar.
For
Shout out
those-
Live Familiar again,
Hey.
Soundstage. I stayed at the end of the poetry party. I'm going there next to after this when we wrap up, helping my man Malik clean up, and that's how I got the job.
And it's counterintuitive. When you're trying to get somewhere, it's always best to know somebody, especially when it's somebody else that's performing and they have a lot of fans with them. You know what I'm saying? They have an audience with them and everything. It's best to connect with these people. And if you don't, you are shooting yourself in the foot. What are you performing for? What's the goal? So
there's no
stop doing that.
loyalty.
Stop that shit.
Stop doing
And it's
that.
no loyalty.
You go to an
You
open
know
mic
what I mean?
and everything.
Stay for the whole
Stay
event.
throughout.
Go get you a drink or something.
Stay throughout.
After you get off stage.
And then stop bootlegging too,
Go
man.
smoke a blunt outside and bring your ass back down and sit down. I'm
Stop.
tired of seeing the poetry party being empty and shit after people fucking perform, they leave and the camera person got to zoom in so the angle don't see all the empty
Right.
shit. Y'all better be still there at the poetry party too right now after y'all fucking perform. When I get there, that shit better be still full.
And stop. And number two, just really stop doing what does not work.
Facts.
Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. A lot of us, we go out here when we on our entrepreneurship, because being a poet, or artist, or a dancer, whatever. A lot of us are entrepreneurs, but we don't carry it like a
Yes.
business.
Yes.
When in business, be in business, be professional
Yes.
for the
shit.
love
That's
of the
another-
Most High.
That's unprofessional. Stop leaving. That shit unprofessional.
Stop. Just
You hurting your own brand.
stop presenting things the way that you want to present it. Look, when a business comes in and say, "Look, no drinks are allowed in this spot," don't go to an event if you can't buy a drink or whatever, and you're gonna be trying to sneak drinks in because these people trying to make money,
Facts.
especially black-owned spots. You know what I'm saying?
Support them.
It's like the artists back in the day when the people did the movies and you bootleg it, all that stuff. These people don't get money off your bootleg. They trying to sell mixtapes and make money. When you bootleg it, they don't get the money. They don't get the credit. We understand that we broke. Okay, you can support other ways, but support your people the proper way. When a person got a business and you know them, don't try to cheapskate them and get a Help a Brother, the HBO special, that Help a Brother Out special, because you know them. No, pay the price. Pay them the money. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to, because you my man,
being
you try to
educated.
short lowball
You're
them.
being educated
Stop
tonight.
doing that stuff. We are shooting ourselves in the foot, because if you had a product and you had a business and you wanted to sell your stuff for a price, you're not going to want people to come to you and tell them what
makes
they're going to
sense.
buy your
It
stuff
makes
for.
sense.
If your shit a dime, you don't want nobody coming to you with the 9. The
Let's
Nina.
stop doing that, man.
Stop it.
We have to
makes
get better in
sense,
business.
yo.
And look, this is us as black people, because look, to be honest with you, the white people know how to do business and commerce and all that stuff. A lot of the other nations of people know how to do business and commerce. When it comes to
Facts.
black business and commerce, our customer service, look at the reputation we have as black business. We have to revitalize our image. We have to rejuvenate our image.
Facts.
And we do that through doing good business. Just because you can mess somebody over on their money and scam them out their money don't mean that's the good thing to do. Matter of fact,
'Cause
the
you
Bible
can
says
do
it's an
it, don't mean it's
abomination.
the
Since
right
we were
thing
talking
to
about
do.
the Bible, the
Yes.
Bible says it's an abomination to screw a man out his wages. So if you know somebody working and you're not trying to pay them what you owe, you got to talk to the
Wrong,
Most
bro.
High about that, bro.
Yeah.
You
He
wrong,
said that's an
bro.
abomination. That's like the something that the God despised, the Creator despised that act, because it's scamming, it's cowardly. And if my mother used to say this, look, if they steal, they kill. If they lie, they'll steal and they'll kill to cover it up. So
They'll
that's
kill,
that's
yep.
the truth. We gotta be, like I said, I can
And a
tell my
man that don't
sons,
pay his dues worse
do
than
the
a man
right
don't
thing.
take care of his kids.
do the right thing all the time, especially when it's our people's, man. We go, I posted this yesterday on Facebook, man. We go out our way to support these mainstream artists and all that stuff that don't know us from a can of paint.
True.
But our own people that we grew up with, our own family, we
Trying
can't even
hard.
get them to press a subscribe button,
Yep.
and it's free. But you're going to pay
Absolutely.
tickets for these people concerts.
Absolutely.
It's crazy, man. Support the
Absolutely.
people that actually know you,
Absolutely.
because Chris Brown and all them people don't know you from a can of paint. Why are you selling out for these people that don't even know you, man? That is
Where's the
crazy,
loyalty?
man. We are look.
Where's
this program,
the loyalty, y'all?
this program is made
Where's
to
the
deprogram you
Baltimore loyalty?
to what you've been programmed to. We have been programmed as black people to even put on our Sunday best. That's why we judge each other by what we wear. Because when we were slaves,
Wow.
we didn't have the cotton and clothes and all that stuff. So now, when we get money, we want to spend $1,200 on a Mary Jeans,
On the racist ass
you know what I'm saying,
designers
and
who don't give a
$1,200
fuck
on
about
a
us.
Da Vinci shirt
Say
and
it
all that
again,
stuff.
for
For some
Look,
racist
Da
ass
Vinci and them, they are
designers who
European
don't give
people.
a fuck about us.
Giuseppe and all them, they are people. They are real people. That's somebody's name. That's somebody's last name. We selling out over these people, and we don't even have a major black clothing fashion line. That
That's
is crazy.
Say
Get
it
out of that
loud.
mindset,
Don't want to
man.
pay the black man for making.
Say it loud. This is the thing. See, these are the conversations we need to have. You are the younger ones that's coming up. If y'all don't teach y'all children, you ain't gonna get it right. Do you understand? I'm trying to get it in because I got it horribly wrong. Yeah. I was arrogant, pumped up, Gucci belts and designers spending all that money. And just like you said, the racist ass designers.
Facts.
They didn't give a fuck about us, but we spending all that money. And I should have been investing that money in so many other things.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's time for you all to invest in your children to teach them better.
Yep.
Because
Facts.
guess what? If you don't teach them, who will?
Facts.
Right.
The world,
Nah.
Craig,
And you see how
and
they're
I'd be
gonna happen.
damned
You
if I
see
let
how that's
them.
gonna happen,
Oh
right?
my gosh.
Man, this is the realest conversation on that. We're gonna
The
go ahead and clap
real
this
for
for
real.
BMore4Real.
Big dog Dion, man, he's been with us all night. We appreciate him. He said,
Big dog.
He said, gotta stand on good business. Way more doors will be open if you do. You gotta stand on what? Good business. We're gonna go ahead and clap that up, man. You gotta stand on good business,
Yes,
man.
indeed, yes,
It's ultra
indeed, yes,
important to
indeed.
stand on good business. And you want to know why too? It's just people in business are not personal, and we know that naturally, right? So when we in business and personal. That's why I was saying, like, if I'm in business and I got a business and you my family and you want to get a discount just because you family, but I need to sell my stuff for this price. You know what I'm saying? Right. Family ain't got nothing to do with this business. The friendship, the sandbox, that day one, that ain't got nothing to do with this business. If you was my real day one, if you was my real family, you'll pay that price. Just like
I'm asking for.
You don't ask the gas station for a discount or to short you on nothing. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't giving
Why
it.
would you do that to your own brothers?
Like I said, we have to have that talk with each other. That's where our problem coming in at. We got horrible customer service skills as blacks. We do.
Oh my gosh.
We
I had
Horrible
one
attitude.
lady. I went to Soul and Sea. Don't go to Soul and Sea, bro. On Ricestown and Belvedere. I paid for my stuff, man. They told me she told me I wasn't getting my money back.
What happened? Tell us the whole situation.
Damn,
Take us through the whole transaction.
What I order? What did I order? I ordered something for somebody who was hungry too. I blessed somebody, got them something, ordered me something, and what the hell happened, bro? I think they messed my order up. And one of the girls that was in front was getting smart as a motherfucker. And so I was like, you know what? That's what happened. She was getting smart. And I told her I was getting smart. I said, so you know what? Everything is energy, queen. I don't even want you making my food no more. You can't touch my drink. You can't touch my food because that's energy that you about to put them. And I don't even trust if you going to do the right thing.
Right, especially at a time
You
like
cussing
that.
me out and all that. I said, you must, your family member must own this restaurant because you wouldn't be able to get away and talk about knowing somebody being in the family. You wouldn't talk like that if you didn't know somebody who owned this spot.
Right.
And she couldn't even say nothing. Her cousin was the one who owned the store. You feel me? And they sitting up there about to tell me that I ain't getting my money back. They already made the food and all of this. And I'm like, look, being peaceful. Look, sis, like you can't do that. How can you? And she want to be talking about, oh, I'm a believer and this and that, the third. How can you say you believe in the Most High and you love him whom you've never seen, but you hating your brother who you see every day? You see.
Woo!
She couldn't even.
And I wasn't even trying to, be holier than now. I just was really being real with it. And,
Being real.
and she be more for real. Come on, be more
Be
for
more
real.
for real.
Sis. Be more for real,
Real.
sis. And I
Be more
can't get
for
my
real.
money back. And then y'all want to do the most and cuss me out. But I'll be wrong if I called you a bitch and did the most
Exactly.
and got your store touched.
Yup.
You feel me? And did that. They don't have no respect for the kings, bro. Like y'all want respect, but y'all ain't even giving it. Y'all expect what y'all not giving. It's another double standard.
Yup.
And that's bad for business. You had people in there, good people in there, suited to the T too, and y'all just running amok like that. Y'all shouldn't, yeah, bro. Y'all can't. We can't. We
I
gotta
wanna say
stop.
this
We gotta
too.
stop that shit.
I want to say this too while you going there too. Ultra important. Look, this is the realest conversations on the net. We have to stop beating down our black men. Now, a lot of times too, you know what I'm saying, while we talking about it, the worst and the most beatdown that we get as black men is from our own family, especially our mothers, right? They the first ones to disrespect us and degrade us,
talk
right?
heavy.
But even in the world, right? Look, when the women, the black women in specific, because we talking about our culture, the black women in specific, when they have nails, when they doing music, when they doing whatever they doing, selling drinks and all that stuff.
Mother's Day come up, we
They-
all hey.
My thing is that they support each other though.
Sure,
Listen,
Mother's
they do hair, they do nails. You understand what I'm saying? Hold up. Check this out. You know what I'm saying? The women, right? The black women, when it's time for them to do stuff, they got the hair and all that stuff. People supporting them. You selling plates and all that stuff. People are supporting you, the men and the women, right? But when it come time to the men, especially the young men, but the men period, the young black men, the black men period. When they say, yo, I got this mixtape, niggas say, I don't want to hear your mixtape. Don't DM me your mixtape. Niggas say, yo, you got to come heal. I want to hear your feelings. Niggas say, yo, you can't be broke, nigga. I don't want no broke niggas. You know what I'm saying? Right. Niggas say, yo, you gotta make a X amount of money. Yo, you gotta be a certain amount of height. Niggas say your penis gotta be a
super nigga,
certain amount of large. I mean, like we're beat down on every single level, and then on top of that, we have no outlet,
no safe space,
no therapist,
no
safe space to express what we're going through, and we gotta harbor all those feelings, and then they wonder why black men snap and go crazy and do a lot of stuff.
But we still ain't active shooters though up in them Walmarts.
We're not that though.
We still not that though.
We're not that. But be careful what you say and how you treat.
Me and my brother was saying, we ain't mean to cut you off. Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day. They ain't even gotta be a mother. And we said happy. I ain't a mother, but thank you. Father's Day come past, they don't even know what day it is.
It's nothing at all.
I don't even celebrate holidays and shit like that. But it still just be like, it be real bad. I be like, dang.
There's nothing out there. But look, this is
real. My mother told me, you know what my mother told me? I said, Ma, you gonna wish me happy Father's Day when I was believing it. You gonna know what she told me? You ain't my father.
Hey, okay. Well, all right then.
Whoa.
Well, all right then.
But you know, that's
Mother's Day come up. I'm shopping it.
But that's what it is.
Birthday. That's what we've been conditioned to. That's why I said, look, they treat us men like we are disposable. Like, look, what you won't do, the next man will.
Expendable.
You'll fight. Now, look, too. You know what I'm saying?
Placeholder.
They use us even as pit bulls. Remember a couple episodes ago, was that last week or something like that? I compared pit bulls to Negroes, to black people, right? And another way is that, you know, a lot of times because we bigger and stronger, faster, they will sick us on their enemies, right? And then we go and die or go to jail over something that we ain't had nothing to do with, and then you turn around and do that to the next man. So now we are more informed and more educated in this life. That's why men are not fighting as much as they did for the women, because now we know that, look, you don't listen to nobody. If you don't listen to me, then if I do what you want me to do, I'm gonna lose my life or go to jail, and then you're gonna do the same thing to the next man, and the cycle going to repeat itself. So us as black men, us as black people, even the world, man, the world period. Be careful what you say to the men, not just black men, but all men, because all men go through this shit. Like, yo, if you express your feelings, you soft. You cry, you soft.
You a pussy ass nigga.
It don't matter you black, white, yellow, blue, or whatever. But especially the black man is what I'm talking about. Especially the black boys. They like, yo, you ain't never gonna be ish. You hear this from elementary school on up. Like, yo, you gonna be back in prison if you make a one mistake and go to jail. You got the CEOs telling you, yo, you gonna be back here in the next year or the next month. You know what I'm saying? They tell you stuff like this. They don't never tell you, yo, you gonna be great. You a king. They gonna say, yo, they not gonna tell you you're not a product of your environment. They not gonna tell you, yo, you resilient, you smart, you brilliant. They not gonna tell you anything like that. But we always tell the women, yo, you smart, you beautiful, you doing all this stuff. And a lot of times, some of them don't even be that.
Don't even be deserving
We
that.
just do that because we don't want to crush their feelings. You better protect men's feelings like you protect everybody else's feelings too, because men have feelings too. Even though we can't act on them, men absolutely have feelings. Be careful what you say to the next man.
That's the uncomfortable truth. Shout out to Marty. Shout out to Bro. You gotta get on your podcast. I'm trying to get over there too, bro. This shit, I love this, yo. Thank y'all, for having me, bro. Like,
yeah, man.
I'm glad I stayed. You feel me too, and I'm glad. Shout out to everybody who stayed, bad with us for the, technical difficulties and shit.
Yeah, and we got look. He's gonna perform for us just in a couple minutes. Yeah. If you want, if you will, you know what I'm saying. You can go over there, set your mic up, and I'm gonna go ahead and set the camera up. We gotta
a few things about this Merrill thing while he set up.
Yep.
And do your thing.
Yep. And Uncle Wayne, you could tell him about the mayor thing, and I'm gonna go ahead and get him set up. Yeah, and we can go ahead.
Y'all take a few moments and let me thank all the people who helped Me out here for this Merrill event. Hey, listen, I do appreciate all the time and energy and thoughtfulness that you all did to help out with the campaign. I do appreciate it, you know. And listen, we know that Brandon Scott now is in the seat to go for mayor. And we did promise whoever got in there that we was going to help out. So now let's get our butts behind him and finish helping out. We're going to get that school downtown built, trade school, so we're going to get them signatures together and get that school built. We ain't going to give up on that, y'all. We have to remember that. I'm Uncle Wayne, still running for the trade school in downtown Baltimore. Remember, HVAC, electrical, plumbing, roofing, auto mechanic, diesel mechanic, and we're going to get that dirt bike as a competition sports in Baltimore. Just because we didn't get as mayor don't mean we're going to give up, all right? So listen, I'm Uncle Wayne. I still need those signatures. We're going to get that school built at downtown where old Social Security building is down now. So we're going to work with us. Now we're going to get some interesting poetry here for us. How much time we got, y'all? We on the time? So get ready. And again, thanks for helping Uncle Wayne run for mayor too, y'all. Now this is BMore4Real with some extraordinary talent. Look forward to the future. Ready, set, go.
When I was younger, I watched my mother wrestle with drugs. And she fell in love with The Rock as if she knew that's who my favorite wrestler was. So our house always smelled like burnt glass, or as if an empty pot was cooking. That's because my mother would grab a light, put her cracking pipe in, and you could smell that The Rock was cooking. My whole block was shooken. It really shocked my collar. When my mama took my last dollar, I knew we hit rock bottom. Looking back, all I know is we were so hungry. So me, my sister, and my jabroni were going houses, stealing boxes of people's elbow macaroni. I didn't know why, because I didn't know much. But come to find out, my mother was sniffing Triple H and getting high off gold dust. Snow Bluff. Sure enough, my mother even had a thing for Kane. And he was so bold, he kept his hand tight around her throat in a choke hold. And when Kane didn't show his face, she would smoke a stone cold. But you won't know because she was cool and cavalier. But her husband was the rattlesnake after he crushed cans of beer. One time he took a bottle and broke the glass on her head. So we had to tag team his ass and broke the glass on his. Yeah, he kept us mad those years. Plus he kept us up all night. I'm talking watching big shows on TV while hitting that Paul White, making party noise. He would go hard and go buy some more hard on the corner from the Hardy Boys, hitting crack and meth. We used to hear him and my mother in the other room flipping like Matt and Jeff. She must have forgot to close the door or hit the light, because one night me and my brother John Cena hit the pipe. And she was so high, y'all wouldn't believe me. But I was waving my hand back and forth in front of her face like, Ma, you can't see me? Because she was sitting there so shit-faced like she got hit by a Rakishi. By that time, I could see that my mother didn't care if it was right or it was wrong. See, to her, that white girl China was fine as long as that white girl China was strong. But see, her mind had been gone. I'm talking badly distorted. She told me she started hearing voices in her head like Randy Orton, but it was all in her head. With her mental getting crazy, I was a heartbreak kid watching my mother WrestleMania. I just thank God for his hedge, because my mother was a Christian, but like his brother, she lived life on the edge, which is why we went through these things. Her nigga pawned all her jewelry, left her wrestling for her rings. I had no mercy for my Nintendo. Then he showed no mercy for my Nintendo when he pawned wrestling and my games. But he called me a damn lie. How could she be so damn blind not to see he was the scum of the earth, the worst piece of mankind? See, because he was too Rudy Poo for that candy girl. Must have made him feel like Mark Henry. He took one hit, he thought he was the strongest man in the world. And she would follow his every move. It was monkey see, monkey do, but nevertheless, my mother was still my WCW. See, we struggled and it was nothing new. Until she had to turn hustles. She started hooking up with Mysterios. And they got her high off the top after she turned buckles. I wonder if she ever once wondered what we think of her reaching for those belts to win money in the bank. Never mind. Because I can't unsee that last guy, just like I'll never unsee those last times my mother OD'd on that fast high. That day she came down the steps, she said she saw the Undertaker. He had came to take her under for the last ride, off to her new home. And when they finally arrived, he showed her a tombstone. And then CPS stepped in the ring to break us up, and they showed us a group home. And what's ironic is, my family watching now, shout out, I love y'all now. But what's ironic is, when my family saw her pinned down for the count, they got a kick out of it. I'm still trying to figure out some shit, like, when my mama lost custody, we would go to aunts and go into uncles. But then they would throw us out left and right. That shit felt more like Royal Rumble. We tried to be more than humble. Any sort of trouble and they would blame us. My family shushed and shunned us for years, but we would never quite let them shame us. Our birthdays and holidays came up and they never gave us. I'm just glad my mother never gave up. We got deprived of our state funds. They lied about the budget. They treated us like D-Generation X. So it was 2 words after that left. Suck it. Because they did nothing but judge my mother while she battled a coke addiction. They didn't understand that that monkey on her back had her in the grapple hold submission. See, that was totally different. I'm just glad she never tapped out. Instead, she went on to survive a series of handicap match bouts, battling her way back from the crack house to the rehab house, to the chapel gates of that man house. I guess y'all can say she got saved by the bell. I don't care. Either way, I'm just glad she climbed out of that cage and escaped that hell in her cells. And she's 23 years clean today. We finally got my mother back now. So she'll never see another Monday night on Raw, because she finally laid the smack down.
Oh my goodness. Man. Man. Oh man. Man, that was a pleasure. That was a treat. We definitely appreciate you, man. I know it got emotional and everything. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, man. Like and share the stream, man. Y'all gotta like and share after that, man. We're gonna go ahead and clap it up again.
There are no
man.
words for that one.
We're gonna go ahead and clap it up again, man. No words.
Need a moment of silence to show on that one.
No words can describe
Woo!
how great that was. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. Yet again, we gotta close this up. Let the people know,
bro.
Let the people know where they can follow you, all your social media handles. Shout out. This is your time to shout out who you need to shout out and do all that.
So if y'all want to, y'all can follow me everywhere but home. It's like everybody else. You can follow me at Dope the Poet. D.O.P.E. The is spelled THAPOET. I appreciate y'all for listening. Thank y'all for having me. God is good. Hallelujah.
Shout out Dope the Poet for the realest conversation that we have probably had so far, man. Sure enough.
That was you got that from before. You understand what I'm saying? And that need to be shared. You understand? This is what I'm saying. For you all to understand what BMore4Real is all about, you get what I'm saying? This cannot be duplicated. You know what I mean? It can't be artificial intelligence. This is what's real. This is passion. You understand? And I must say one more time, brother, God bless you.
Yeah, man. It's a reason why we went over on this one, man. This was well worth it, well deserved. Man, hit that like, share, subscribe, man. Be more for real. Brought to you by way of real explosion, man. Y'all. Rated on for reality.
Don't
Keep
forget,
it locked.
we got Baltimore Bandeo coming June
Baltimore
30th,
Bandeo, man.
I'm in that bitch. I'm playing Tyshawn. We in that bitch, bro.
Man,
like,
we are in there, man.
I'm gonna be a writer, a producer.
Shout out Gio, man.
Shout out Gio, man.
Let's do it, man.
What the fuck it is.
Be more for real. Brought to you by way of real explosion. I am your co-host, OMG Danny.
I'm Uncle Wayne, and our guest.
And I'm dope. You already fucking know that.
Keep it locked with us. We're gonna be with y'all next Wednesday. Keep it locked with us. We got you covered.
I'll see y'all there.
Be blessed.
Yeah.